turning equinox. In our video today, we shall talk on how you can become a powerful and a confident public speaker. It is said that a wise man speaks because he has something to say, and a fool speaks because he has to say something. Choose to be wise. Whenever Warren Buffett was asked about one of the most valuable skills that anyone can build today, he says it's public speaking. He even puts a value to it, which is mentioned in one of his articles, where he says, the one easy way to become worth 50% more than what you are now, at least, is to hone your communication skills, both written and verbal. In Warren Buffett's office, he has one diploma on display. It is not any of his business degree. It is a certificate that he has completed after completing the public speaking course. Now, this is an extract from an article on Inc.com on public speaking way back in 2019. Now, something coming from a person whose value is worth $80 billion at that point of time makes a lot of sense. He says it's the most valuable degree he has, and that is the reason why he displays it in his office. So let us understand what are the ways in which you can develop this skill and become a good public speaker. There are 5 tips. We shall be discussing about it in detail one by one. The first one, it's all about how you say it. Most of us spend our entire time preparing on our content, focusing on the presentation, making the right choice of words in our speech, scripting it right, and yet we feel nervous while going for speaking in front of a larger audience. It is said that your content speaks only 7% of the talk. Your body language and how you speak constitutes the rest of the 93% of the story. So, how you use your body, your vocal speech, and how you speak is all what matters more than the textual presentation on hand. For this, you need to visualize your speech. The biggest and the best speakers rehearse. It's then that you know where is the start and the finish of the story. Does it make sense? Is it interesting enough? Are people able to relate to it? Practicing in front of the mirror or with your family and friends. Seek critical feedback from them and work upon it. Understand whatever questions they have, your audience will definitely have those questions. So prepare for them. In this way, you will make yourself more and more confident in the way you speak. That brings me to the next one on connect better with a positive impression. Use high power poses to boost confidence. When you come at the stage, do not start speaking immediately. Take a pause, look around. Take a minute and develop eye contact with the people around you. This will not only calm you down, but will also make the audience realize that you are confident and not in a hurry. Making meaningful eye contact with people. Don't stare at one person or keep pointing fingers. Look around. Again, another mistake that most people do is keeping on staring at some empty corner or at the wall. This also showcases nervousness, so please avoid that. Talk to your audience as if you are there having a very interesting conversation with them. Your body posture says a lot about you. Have a positive body posture, showcase confidence, and this is one thing which grabs the people's attention. People don't like to listen to boring and not confident people. So make sure that you have a positive first impression. That brings me to the next one is about when we talk about first impressions, it is very important about the crucial first 90 seconds. The first 90 seconds is where the magic is done. Now that you are on stage and you have made the first contact, make your audience comfortable and showcase confidence while you step on the stage. This connect will help you build confidence for your speech. Your start should be impactful, be it a story, a quote, an anecdote, or any rhetorical question or even humor that you could start your story with. Generating curiosity is the key to hold on your audience's attention. This you will need to do time and again to grasp the span of attention of your audience. This too has to be planned in your script and well rehearsed. In order to know how to get that first impression right, you need to have a background about your audience, their expectations right. Also, knowing what they are here to listen is important. What is the message that you want them to drive home? What are the learnings and the takeaways? Understand that. This brings me to the next one, is about knowing your audience. Obviously, if you know them, only then you will be able to build that connect with them. So know your audience expectations. This is the key to your speech. Understand the intent behind them coming to listen to you. Figure out why they are here. Know what they want to hear from you. Have a focused approach. Plan, plan and plan. Simply plan your speech as to which area you will be focusing upon and rehearse that really well. Understand the interests of your audience. Every individual is different and has different interests, but when they are coming to listen to you, make sure what is the interest of the entire gathering. Most importantly, why have they come to listen to you? Know their interest and add your content accordingly. Understand your audience's expectations. Study their expectations. Know what they want from you, else you will not be able to relate to them. And the last bit is about knowledge, that is updating your content to your current trends and situations and examples. Give relatable examples, give important examples, examples that are in the moment and at present. That brings me to the last one. Obviously, it's about knowledge of your content. Choose your topic wisely. Whatever you're going to speak, make sure your topic you are very thoroughly well versed with. Structure it right. A well-structured content will keep your audience's attention and will also smoothen your delivery process. So structure it in the right manner. Set the context right. Have a fantastic opening, a quote, a story, a quiz, humor, punchline, theme statement, anything. Make sure whatever strategy you use, it should be relevant to the audience. Maintain a logical structure. The story should be equally interesting as the start. Once you have given them a glimpse of what is there for them, what they are here to listen, make sure that you keep the story equally interesting. Keep the entire speech engaging and enthusiastic. For this, you will have to do a lot of research on your content. You might have to seek expert opinions. All of this is required to make your speech interesting. Use compelling narratives which are descriptive in nature and free from any glitches. Make sure that your facts are backed by data. People do not like to listen things in thin air. Share dependable statistics and quote them. Focus on the essentials. Now, towards the conclusion, make sure that you have a lasting impact on them. Repeat to recall, summarize the main ideas and have a call to action. Inspire your audience to take action to initiate change. Summarizing and inspiring them to take action will leave a lasting impact in the minds of your audience. Rehearse and practice your content. Keep it free from ambiguity. Have an in-depth knowledge about your content. If you keep these 5 parameters of public speaking in mind, you definitely can address larger audience with a lot of confidence. Remember, confidence is not about walking in the room thinking you're better than the rest. It's all about walking in the room and not having to compare yourself with anyone. So don't be perfect, be real. Like this video? Comment and share your views. Learn these to master the art of public speaking and you will be amazed with the way people will listen to you when you speak. If you want to groom your personality, then I suggest you consider subscribing to Learning Equinox YouTube channel for more such knowledge power-packed videos. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for change.